My little art friends, today we're going to take a look at an AP Art case study, and we're going to try to guess, and you're going to try to guess, what did this student get? What score did she get when she submitted this artwork to the portfolio? So let's get started. The first thing you've got to know is, what do they score on? There are these four things. Number one, the inquiry. That's your artist question. They want to know what you're investigating. They want to know what your question is, and your artwork should follow that question. Number B, practice, experimentation, and revision. Remember, how did the artist experiment? How did the artist practice? How did the artist make revisions and changes? And did that get reflected in the artwork? C, materials, process, and ideas. That's just how the artist shows the process. They don't want to just see your work that you made. They want to see how you made it. So when you're making your art, make sure you're taking pictures of that art in process. And last but not least, D, they want to make sure you just have some skills, right? Are you an artist? Sure you are. Okay, keep those four things in mind as we go through this. Here we go. Case study number one, that's today's. The student wrote, my concentration is based on my interest in the visual appeal of desserts. And she's going to depict a bunch of desserts in their shapes and using intense colors and strong value and contrast. And she goes on and on and on. But basically, the question is the visual appeal of desserts, which isn't really a question. All right, let's look at the work. All right, number one, here we got some strawberries on a plate. They look like really flavorful and delicious, nice colors. It's a painting. That's great. Okay, gonna move on. Here's another one. Some more milkshakes or something. There's that strawberry again. We've got some milkshakes in their space right there. And here's some, I guess, ice cream cones, look like waffle cones, and some strawberry cherries on top, some sprinkles. I'm getting hungry just looking at this presentation. This is a really nice one, kind of up close there. Looks like some chocolates maybe you got for Valentine's Day or something like that. Definitely visual appeal of desserts. So what score did this person get? Remember, we'll go through each one of these: inquiry, practice, materials, and skills. Here we go. Oh, there they are. She got a 2. She got a 2 all the way across. Now remember, you can get a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5. A 1 and a 2 would be not passing. A 3 is great. A 4 gets you a cake, and 5 gets you 2 cakes. So we're just looking to get that 3, and this person did not get it. So why? Why didn't they get it? It's a great question. Well, inquiry, number 1. So the question was the visual appeal of desserts, but it says right here, and this is the answers they gave, it is not fully investigated. That means, like, she didn't really do anything more than just show desserts. But why are they? What's visually appealing about them? Do they get better? Does it go deeper? Does anything happen? Nothing happens. It's just a dessert after dessert after dessert, and it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't grow. Number 2 is the same thing. Did she practice? Did she experiment? Did she revise? No, she didn't show evidence of revision at all. All the artwork looked very similar. Now, it's nice art. There's nothing wrong with those paintings. They're good, but just nothing happens. They don't get any better. As it says here, they're all quite similar in approach. Does not demonstrate revision to explore the topic of focus in new ways. I'm telling you, this one is important. You're going to want to change. Even if you were doing desserts, how could she have changed those desserts and made them different as she went along the way? All right, C, material and processes. Well, she didn't show any process works in these at all. And on top of that, the idea, as they wrote here, never progresses in a way that might make further exploration of the materials and the processes. All of them look like they were done probably using paint. They were all kind of done the same way. There's just nothing changes. Again, it's very similar. With the materials, it's similar, the idea is similar, and the question doesn't even allow for changes to really happen. And last but not least, her skills. Her skills were okay. They're not bad. I mean, they were fine paintings as far as I'm concerned. What they said was there was some awkward figure-ground relationship. And what they're talking about there is the figure and the background, the foreground and the background. So they thought it was kind of awkward. Now, if we go back and look at it, let's just get back. It is a little awkward. Like, do those look like they're sitting on the background really well? This is kind of a weird angle, but there is some awkwardness to it. It doesn't look exactly right. The perspective's not right. I think that's what they're complaining about. The background is very important. So they also said here that if they had changed some of those things, come from different angles, they might have had more unexpected and dynamic compositions. And so they're going to be looking for that. You don't want to have all your pictures like straight on. You might want to have a bird's eye view, a worm's eye view, things like that. Change your compositions. So change things, revise things, experiment. That's what we're looking for. We don't want to get a 2. We want to get a 3 or a cake or a two cake. Keep that in mind. All right, that's it. Go fill out that form.